Hey, Jason here. There's been a lot of controversy lately about the difference between racing stock and mod and when to make the change. And so I thought I'd shoot a really short video for you guys and just share 3 quick tips that I do to help make my mod 2-wheel buggy easier to drive. The first thing is I either motor down or I limit the motor on the radio. And there are a lot of different ways you can do this, but if you don't have a motor to actually put less motor in, say you only have a 7.5 and you're just finding the car hard to hang on to, turn down the EPA, or if you really need that top end speed or you really need all the throttle for the motor, turn down the Expo. It'll keep you from basically driving way out here. Basically, instead of having the car and you're driving like this, just barely touching the throttle, when you put negative exponential in there, you'll actually drive more towards the middle and back of the throttle. And in general, as long as it's done properly, it can make the car so much easier to drive and you don't have to give up that top speed. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2. Add some weight to the car. Now I know this seems counterintuitive and everybody wants the lightest car possible. And there's no question about it that lighter cars get into and out of corners more quickly. The fact is, a lot of top pros add weight to the cars just because it makes the cars easier to drive. Now if you're gonna add weight, you wanna add it as low as you can, obviously down on the chassis, and generally speaking, middle back, like back towards the back of the battery or back towards the motor, that's where you'd wanna add it. I think you'll find that if you add a little bit of weight, it definitely makes the car easier to drive. It won't land as good, but it'll be a little bit more docile on the track. Tip number 3, back your slipper off just a little bit. Now, even on high grip, a lot of times I see people that run slippers that are really tight, and so they'll turn out of a corner, yank the throttle, and the wheels will come up really aggressively. You want to be able to yank on that throttle. So back the slipper off just so that the car either barely carries the wheels or just won't even carry them at all. As soon as the car stops carrying wheels, it's perfect. The car will be a little bit more consistent under braking, and it won't just be so violent and so aggressive on those high traction situations. And then of course on lower traction situations, the car will generate more forward drive and less wheel spin. So it's as easy as that. Motor down or adjust your radio to make the motor a little bit more tame, add some weight to make the car a little bit more docile and easier to drive, and back the slipper off. It's just that simple. With those 3 things, I think there's a good chance your mod car will go faster over 5 minutes because it'll just be so much easier to drive. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. I just want to say thanks again for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys watching. If you enjoyed this video, you'd be doing me a huge favor if you could either like, comment, or even better, subscribe. I post a lot of stuff on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. So if you want to catch up with me, I'll post this stuff up for you, and you can come on over, add me as a friend, follow me on Instagram, and you'll be able to see things that just don't make it to YouTube. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.